Welcome back to Hainao Daily. The Hōkūleʻa is now docked in Maunalua Bay outside of Hawaii Kai Town Center. This is the final Oahu stop in the Voyaging Canoes Pai'aina statewide sail. In May, the Hōkūleʻa will sail to Hilo. And here in studio, we have Polynesian Voyaging Society Development Coordinator and Hōkūleʻa member, Jonah Apo. Welcome.
Aloha, thanks for having me.
Yes, okay. The Big 5-0, that's huge. We are going to be celebrating the entire community in a huge way with a series of events. So please tell me a little bit about what's the first kickoff to the celebration.
Yeah, to celebrate 5 decades. I mean, it's such a milestone for us and all the people that have voyaged over the decades. So we're going to start off on March 8th, Saturday at Kualoa, so where Hōkūleʻa first went into the water. And it'll be her big birthday festival with the City and County's Canoe Festival that happens every year. So there'll be ceremonies, entertainment, food, and you'll have Hōkūleʻa and Hika anchored out in Kualoa. So it'll be a nice family day for everyone.
Nice. Will everybody kind of be interactive, being able to get out there and kind of look, or is it just look from afar kind of a deal?
Yeah, so it'll be a look from afar, but there'll be other VOL organizations who might have their paddling canoes or sailing canoes out that just to have that voyaging education and just be immersed in celebrating her birthday.
Yes, and I can't, think of a better place to do it there out at Kualoa. And then to follow that up, the very next day, you're going to continue the celebrations, but this time, what's going to be happening? Selling all the way over to Townside?
Yeah, so we'll go from Kualoa all the way around down to the Hawaii Convention Center. And we're going to have to drop the mast, bring a bunch of weight and people on board to sink her low enough to go under the Alawai Bridge.
What?
And she'll be docked on the backside of the convention center. We'll have her big birthday fundraising gala. So tickets and tables are available online at hōkūleʻa.com. And just to really celebrate nice, we'll have some of our crew member chefs, so like Mark Noguchi or Mike LaFaro, and some entertainment from Paula Fungo or Amy Hanaili, to name a few. So
wow.
A big celebration to do it really nicely for Hōkūleʻa.
Yes, I mean, that's an all-star lineup over there. You mentioned Amy Hanaili, Paula Fungo, Jack Johnson. Oh my goodness, Kelly Boy, Delima, Chucky Boy, Chalk. So many entertainers going down, as well as Ono Grinds.
Yes.
So good, Mark Noguchi. Gotta go and get a table. You gotta go get a ticket. How do people do that?
Yeah, so you go online to hōkūleʻa.com and there'll be a little 50th tab and it has all the events, and you can look at the gala or information about Kualoa, or even later that week there's going to be a after-hour celebration at Bishop Museum. So it'll be a week-long full of festivities and celebrations as we celebrate that big 5-0.
Very cool. I like that. Following it up there at the Bishop Museum. So all the information will be online. But, I have to ask about the future of Hōkūleʻa. And I know next year, or actually coming in May, throughout next year, you guys are going to be sailing as well.
Yeah, so starting to sail for another 50 years. So we'll start off in May.
I love that.
And we'll head from Hilo down to Tahiti and restart the Moana Nui Akea voyage that we started back in 2023. So all of the rest of 2025 will be in the South Pacific, ending in Aotearoa by the end of the year. And eventually making it all the way up to Japan and circumnavigating the Pacific.
Okay, now I know you've been on the Hōkūleʻa many, many times. Let's talk a little bit about your voyages, the legs that you've been on, and how special that was for you.
Yeah, so I've done a handful of training sails and voyages in Hawaii, and then when we started the voyage, I was on the first leg in Alaska. So that was just amazing. My first time sailing outside of Hawaii and seeing Hōkūleʻa next to snow-capped mountains. We sailed into a glacier, a bay where there's this big glacier, the Hubbard Glacier, and just seeing eagles flying onto the massive Hōkūleʻa. I mean, just the places Hōkūleʻa has been over the years around the world, as far north as Alaska. It's just really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yes, I'm so glad you were able to participate in that and be on these voyages. I'm sure you have a ton of video, a ton of pictures, all kind of memorabilia. Yeah. And I know you guys are asking the community to help out with that, and maybe, just maybe, your photos and videos will be featured on their Instagram. Is that right?
Yeah, so I remember when I was in 2nd grade, I went to on Hōkūleʻa for the first time, and everyone kind of has their own stories or memories. So we're asking to collect people's stories, videos, photos, and submit it on hōkūleʻa.com, and so we can just have a nice collection of all those 50 years, and maybe some of the stories we haven't heard before, or photos we haven't seen.
Yes, right now you can see the QR code was just there on the screen, and of course all the details on hainaodaily.com. But I remember my first time being on the Hōkūleʻa, it was for I was at Kamehameha School's summer school, and I was able to go on, check it out. It was really, really cool. I wish I had a picture back then, but I don't. But I do have the memory, so at least I've got that, right?
Memories last a while.
Yes, that's right. All right, so make sure you go ahead and check everything out on the website to get involved with all of Hōkūleʻa's journey. Send in those photos and pictures. Yours could be featured on their Instagram. And So many birthday celebrations. Take advantage of all of We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Hainao Daily. Jonah, thank you so much for being
Mahalo.
here. Mahalo.